Okay, so I'm right-handed, so of course scalpel on my right hand, left hand will be a tissue forceps, okay, tooth tissue forceps. Now, so it's going to be a short envelope flap with one relieving incision. So I have to go across, and then one relieving. So always do the relieving incision first. And you must cut on bone. So you can use your finger as well, feel for bone. So this is all bone. Okay? And then cut. Okay, and then follow. Okay, so I've done that. Okay, so it has to be a full thickness flap. So you have to cut all the way down to bone. Okay, I'm going to extend my relieving incision because I feel I don't have adequate space for instrumentation and vision. Okay, so I extend my relieving incision. Okay. Then I'm also going to raise this area, distal to the 8. Okay, so that I know where I can gutter. Now, in the mouth, when you raise it, it will just, there is no memory. So when it is raised, it will not drop back. But in this case, if you let go, it's going to drop back. Because this is silicone, this is not gingiva. Alright, so not to worry too much about it. So I'm very grateful for Dr. Tiang to help me to retract this. And then, okay. Set up first. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so now I have to gutter. So remember, guttering, not sorcery, and also try not to cut the tooth. Okay? Alright? Now, I did not show you earlier, but before you gutter, you got to use your cumine. Okay, this is your cumine, and clear the soft tissue that is stuck sometimes between the socket and the tooth. Okay? So you clear all this, and then you might need to use curved artery and remove all this. Okay, so remove all this so that it doesn't get stuck when you are using your burr. Alright, so I'm going to continue. Okay, now I'm going to deepen the gutter with my Fisher burr. Okay, so you deepen deepen the gutter. Okay, now we're going to do longitudinal axis sectioning. Okay, so we got to start from the furcation up. Okay, so roughly I can see that the furcation is somewhere here. So I'm going to start from furcation up. Okay, so I've divided the two. I'm going to use my couplant now to try to divide the tooth into two. So you aim downwards and lingually, okay, you divide the two. Okay? Alright, so one part of the tooth is coming out. Okay, so this is loose as well. Alright, so everything out, and then we check inside and see whether there's any fracture or any remnants or anything. Nothing there. Okay, then you curette. Not curette apically because you don't want to go down to the nerve, but you just curette distal to the 7. Because sometimes there might be some, what do you call it, food impaction, calcinol, tooth fragments and all that. Okay? Once that is done, then retract this flap and irrigate this area. Irrigate this area so that there is no, no fragments, no calcinol, no anything there stuck underneath the flap. Okay? Once you're happy, no bleeding, then you go to suture. Okay. Okay, so remember it is from mobile to fix. So mobile, you hold, okay, you take, this suturing you got to do one by one, okay, one flap at one time. So you go through the buccal, gingiva, you take it out first. Okay, as for the lingual side, you don't have to hold because it's fixed gingiva. It is attached to the bone. You don't have to hold. You just make sure you retract the tongue a little bit, okay, so that you don't poke the tongue, and then you just go through. Okay, and then simple interrupted. Okay, so one relieving incision needs to get one suture. Okay, two relieving incisions, two sutures. So I got one relieving incision here. So this one, I will put one of my serrations, my tooth serrations here, pull it backwards, and then it will come to a straight line. And then for the relieving incision, you go through both at the same time. Okay, so that's done. Alright, your turn.